everybody, welcome on board the Freedom here at 22nd Street Landing. Of course, this Saturday, December 13th, is Fan Appreciation Day for Friedman Adventures, and the Freedom is going to open her doors up, welcome you on board. You can check out the bunk rooms, the galley, the wheelhouse, and everything that makes this boat so iconic and so special. Free food, live music, the Friedman Adventures gang, Paulina coming up from Mexico, and open house on board the Freedom. We'll see you this Saturday.
A big sharky, man. The size of that blue shark. Man, that's a nice big sharky there. There you go. Darn, that's a nice big blue shark. The size of that thing. Broken. Safely released, Luis. This is your chance to get in on our December 13th big raffle. We're going to have 2 custom rods, one from Z Custom Rods, the other from Mad Dog Custom Rods, a black pen, fathom, reel, gift cards to Island Fishing Tackle, and lots more. Tickets are only $5, and you can get in. Winners need not be present at our big event at 22nd Street Landing, Fan Appreciation Day. All you have to do is send Chuck a text from Z Custom Rods right now. He'll get you in the raffle, and we'll draw it live from the event. Remember, 310-918-1448. Take care. Good luck.
Right there.
Why right there?
Because you're fishing straight in front of you, wind on it.
What a dope. This guy's on the deckhand, supposedly.
Yeah, there you go. Wow. What a surprise. Nice going, Mike. Woohoo!
You're invited this Saturday, 22nd Street Landing, December 13th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's Fan Appreciation Day with Friedman Adventures, music, food, fun times, and a huge raffle. Don't miss it. This Saturday, free admission. We'll see you at 22nd Street Landing. It's Friedman Adventures Fan Appreciation Day, when we get to thank you for all you have done for Friedman Adventures. See you there, everybody.
Anthony with another yellowfin tuna out of this bite. Here it comes on board. Nice fish. Still biting.
Check Ed out. What he's doing is he's letting the boat work for him. The swell will lift the boat up, and then Ed reels down. Perfect technique.
I'm at work, but you know I'd rather be fishing, so I'm wishing that I was fishing on my break. I'm really excited that December 13th, Saturday, is going to be Fan Appreciation Day with Friedman Adventures at 22nd Street Landing, and it's almost here. We're 2 days out, so you know, just getting ready for that, and I'm ready to meet you guys in person. So if you're going to come out, let's have a good time. We can probably cast in line together, so maybe if you're like me, you have your rod in your car ready to go. So I'll have my stuff ready. We can cast in a line, and yeah, just I think that we're all connected by the heart and the hook, and that's really important to me. So I'd really like to meet you guys in person and make that connection stronger. So I'll see you guys there December 13th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., 22nd Street Landing with Friedman Adventures. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Bye, guys.
Good morning, my dear friends, and welcome to beautiful Surfside, California. It is Thursday morning, and it's just another beautiful kind of wintertime day. It's not quite winter chronologically, but we're pushing toward Christmas, and we've got sunny, warm, beautiful seas behind us. It is absolutely great to be with you all. But we got a lot to talk about. There's some really great long-range fishing that's continued into December. Down in Mexico, we have great fishing, and we see some pretty good halibut fishing in the Southern California surf. In fact, one captain up in the Channel Islands was driving, looked out, saw some birds, and caught himself a nice halibut. We'll have details on that. Of course, Fan Appreciation Day is Saturday at 22nd Street Landing. Open house on the Freedom. Food, drinks, and lots of fun. And you'll get to take a photo with Paulina because she's driving up from Mexico. Also, Amanda, I'm Just a Fisher Girl will be there. You can subscribe and follow her on Instagram. You'll be able to meet them and so many others. And Monday at 12 noon, we have our lobster hoop netting trip. Only 2 spaces available. That's going to be so much fun. Paulina is going to be on that trip. We've got a line on some pretty darn good lobster hoop netting that's going on in an entirely different area. It leaves at 12 noon on Monday, comes back at midnight. Monday night, we're going to open the office and studio up at 10 a.m. so you can come in and hang out with the crew there at 22nd Street Landing. We'll be on board the Amigo. If you want to grab one of those last 2 spots, $250, and you can send me a text at 657-227-6459. All right, you know what time it is. It is time for the morning briefing. Good morning, my friends. So nice to be with you all. Thank you so much for being here. Let's go down here and check out the water temperature while I give you a look at this glorious sunrise here in Southern California. It is absolutely beautiful. I see a lot of surfers down by the jetty. Whoa, this water feels kind of like it warmed up a little bit. I could be crazy, but it feels a little bit warmer to me this morning. Man, is it clear or what? If there were any little perch swimming around here right now, or maybe a lost corvina, hey, we'd be able to see it, wouldn't we? Really gorgeous conditions, no question about it. All right, let's jump into this and start talking about what is going on, because we got some excellent long-range fishing going on. Yesterday, the Royal Polaris just getting into the area. They rigged up most of the morning. Then they got to an area that's about 24 hours south of San Diego, California. A little bit better than that. And man, nice yellowfin tuna fishing with some bluefin tuna mixed in with it. And I don't know how you can beat that. Right now, the Royal Polaris is catching yellowtail on the coast. They relocated, went to another area to spice things up, and they have good yellow action going on here this morning. The yellowtail bite for long range, guys, had been very sparse. It'd been very difficult. But here recently, the Intrepid and several other boats have gotten in on some really good coastal yellowtail fishing. Maybe it's just late this year. And the variety that you see in the fall continues for our long range guys out of San Diego. We're talking about 8 to 10 day trips that depart from San Diego 400 or 500 miles down the Baja coast, where they are encountering Dorado, Wahoo, yellowfin tuna, bluefin tuna, yellowtail, just to name a few of the species that they are catching right now. It has been phenomenal. Now, our dear friend Jeff Lingo runs a yacht out of San Diego, California. He's been fishing down 220 miles like that, south of Point Loma, San Diego. And last night, what a bite Jeff had. He said it is phenomenal December fishing. It's phenomenal any time of the year. Jeff last night had 7 fish on board. 6 exceeded 100 pounds. They had a 150 pounder. They had a 94 pounder mixed in with all those fish. And Jeff said they were up high in the water column, biting jigs that were 120, 180 grams like that. So you did not have to go down too deep. I see a nice little pod of delfinas. You see that, everybody? Check that out right there. Those dolphins are going by right now. Many times, or most of the time, they're in here feeding on a variety of different types of fish. Most of the time, it's going to be yellowfin croaker or something like that. But just another picturesque day here in Southern California with dolphin just outside of that breaking wave right there. You see that little pod of dolphin. That is pretty darn cool. So long range fishing, really great right now. I don't know how it can get any better than it is. And our friend Jeff Lingle just puts a punctuation mark on top of that great fishing down below. Let's talk about our local tuna here in Southern California before I talk about Ensenada, because I'm telling you, the Tribute is trying to get out on their last trip of the year, day and a half trip out of San Diego, California. Last weekend, similar kind of circumstances, nice weather, beautiful seas. They go to Tanner Cortez Bank, and they're limited out on bluefin tuna by 8 o'clock in the morning. They got there, threw some bait, and hung everybody on the boat. Got their 2 fish limits on bluefin, focused on rockfish and Caught a couple yellowtail, big lingcod. They're trying to go on their last trip of the year tomorrow night. I hope they get out because I'd like to see one more whack at this bluefin tuna. This is definitely a year where we're going to run out of fishermen before we run out of fish. It has been that spectacular. Again, 25 to 30 pound fluorocarbon working really good on that 15 to 30 pound bluefin tuna out there on Tanner Cortez. It has been absolutely spectacular fishing, and I suspect it's going to go on and on because we're going to continue with this nice weather. The weather's been beautiful, flat, calm, no wind at all. It's been absolutely gorgeous. As my dear friend Valentino goes by right now, let's say hi to Valentino. Oh no, it's not Valentino, but it's another one of the gentlemen that work here in Surfside, California. And it's always great to see those guys. Are hard workers down here. So hopefully they're going to come up with some more bluefin tuna on that trip. And hopefully they get out on board the Tribute this weekend. All right, let's talk Mexico. And I want to take you down to Ensenada, 70 miles. That's Paulina's hometown. She's getting ready to drive up here for Fan Appreciation Day on Saturday at 22nd Street Landing. Friedman Adventures gets to thank you for all the hits, likes, shares, and everything you do for us. It's going to be great. And that big raffle will take place live at 22nd Street Landing. Thousands of dollars in prizes, $5 to get in. You can come to the landing and get in, or you can send Chuck a text right this very moment and he'll get you in the raffle. But don't delay, man. You want to get in on this and get a big early Christmas present this year. Custom rods from Z Custom Rods, and also from our dear friend Anthony at Mad Dog Custom Rods, and then a whole lot of other great prizes, including a black pen Fathom reel that you're going to absolutely love. So really fantastic stuff going on. Okay, back to Paulina. She, of course, down there at Ensenada has been experiencing, along with everybody else, some big bonito running around. Now, there's a lot of 2 to 5 pound bonito, but there's been some 7, 8, 9, 10 pound bonito also. It's been fantastic bonito fishing down there in Ensenada, 70 miles south of the border. In addition to that, we continue to see copious amounts of colorful and delicious eating rockfish. It's been fantastic down there in Ensenada. Let's get up to our islands here in Southern California. Great fishing for bottom biters right now at the Coronado Islands. Still an occasional yellowtail, but more bonito and rockfish there right now. San Clemente Island had its share of wintertime calico bass. Good rock fishing out there, but just not many boats fishing it right now as we move closer to Christmas. Catalina Island, we've got the El Patron focusing in on the deep water cod. They're fishing 300 feet or deeper on most of their trips right now, and their weekday prices are incredible. $105 to get on the El Patron out of Long Beach Sport Fishing. Fish Catalina Island. They've been doing fantastic there, and that deep water cod provides you with not only the best eating fish in the sea, but big quality fish. No doubt about that. Their weekend price, $125. That is just fantastic. El Patron out of Long Beach Sport Fishing. Make sure you take advantage of that. And don't forget, you'll get to be on board the Freedom at 22nd Street Landing. Go for a tour, meet the crew, and have some fun this Saturday at Fan Appreciation Day. That's going to be fantastic. The El Dorado fishing out there at San Nicolas Island here recently with copious amounts of rockfish, whitefish, sheephead, all of that stuff. Man, it's been absolutely fantastic. Channel Islands, continued great fishing in the Channel Islands. That has been spectacular on a variety of rockfish. I'm telling you, it can't get any better. And up there in Santa Barbara and Morro Bay, really great fishing out of Avila Beach. In fact, Mark Sonata, one of the captains from the Freedom, was up there in Santa Barbara, and they had very good lingcod fishing yesterday up there out of Santa Barbara. And you'll get to meet Mark if you don't know him. He's a hilarious guy. He's a dear friend. He's been in this business for decades, and he's going to do a fantastic job on the Freedom. You get to meet him on Saturday, along with Ricky Carvajal and Chris Isaac. That is going to be really great stuff. Also up in San Francisco, the California Dawn 2 has had nothing short of spectacular fishing. They've limited everybody out yesterday on the cod, limited everybody out on the Dungeness crab. So they're doing these crab combos with the Rockfish, and it's been spectacular. You get a good weather window, and I'm telling you, you are going to catch. It's been really, really great fishing. All right, let's talk about what's going on along the Southern California coast. I'm talking mostly half and 3/4 day type trips right now, and it's been really good. If you want to take home some really great eating fish, it's been spectacular. From San Diego, where they have a few more bonito biting along with the Rockfish, to Dana Wharf, where they have a little bit of bass, mostly shorts, that they're tossing back up to Newport Beach. Nick Ramirez, a great Friedman Adventures family member, is on board the Enterprise here out of Pier Point Landing in Long Beach. Man, I'll tell you, I saw Andy Surratt the other day at, where was that I saw Andy? I saw him at a supermarket somewhere, Smart and Final over in Huntington Beach, and he runs the Enterprise. He's a great guy, and it was really great to see him. Hey, good morning. Good luck to you. All right, one of these great surf fishermen going by here, and we're wishing him a lot of luck. Man, I'll tell you, it's a beautiful day to be down here surf fishing. I'll talk about that in another moment. So Nick on board the Enterprise, where they've been slamming the Rockfish, and we've been seeing a lot of that here recently. The Victory, tremendous rock fishing. The Monte Carlo, 22nd Street Landing. Hey, if you're going on the Monte Carlo on Saturday, make sure you drop by the Friedman Adventures office, studio, and say hello. We got a cup of coffee for you, maybe even a hot dog. Man, everybody's welcome to join in. So if you happen to be on board the Monte Carlo this week, and make sure you say hi. You'll be right out in front of the Friedman Adventures studio. That's going to be great. So many great people coming to that event. It's going to be fantastic. All right, let's talk about the Southern California surf, and let's point you down to Big Fish Bait and Tackle in the beautiful city of Seal Beach, California. They've got all the tackle, they've got all the rods, rails, they've got all the hoop nets, anything you want, not only for the Southern California surf, including all the bait you'll need to get bit, but everything you'll need at the islands and offshore, fishing tuna, big game, whatever it is. Big Fish Bait and Tackle's got it for you. Pat O'Brien runs the Aloha Spirit up there out of Cisco Sportfishing in Oxnard. And when Pat is not running the boat, of course, he's got his eye on what's going on. He's driving up there in the Channel Islands area, you know, around Oxnard, Ventura area, and he looks out and he sees birds, quite a bit of birds picking. And he just so happens to have a rod in the car. And so he says, man, birds equals bait equals predators. And he gets out, makes a few casts, and catches a legal halibut in the surf. Way to go, Pat. That's an extraordinary catch. And he dined on some delicious fish tacos. There is nothing better than fresh halibut fish tacos. Man, that is awesome. Really good stuff. We have been mentioning to you, there's been some halibut taken here in the surf. You know, Lucky Crab Lure is a great way to go. You know, I like throwing that chrome crocodile. That's also a fantastic way to take fish in the Southern California surf. We see mostly barred perch because this water temperature has cooled down, but there's the occasional corvina, yellowfin, croaker also being taken in many different areas. El Segundo area has been very, very good. Here in Surfside, you couldn't ask for better conditions. And I got to tell you, throwing a Lucky Craft or a chrome crocodile right now is the perfect way to get a bite on a nice halibut. As we get deeper into winter, you know, like February, March, that's when the water's really cool in there. It's hard to get a bite on the artificials. You can still do it, but it's a lot more difficult, and that's when you want to change over and fish the Berkeley Gulp. That works really well, or some kind of a live bait like a ghost shrimp or a sandworm. If there's any available here, you can dig those up during grunion runs and shortly thereafter, but sometimes you'll find some even later on in the year. That is a great way to get a bite in the SoCal surf. And one more time, let's just look at it. I mean, man, you're making a cast out past that breaking wave right there and coming through that. Man, you got such a good chance. Make sure you keep moving. You know, you make 5 casts here, you fan cast, you cast over here, you cast in the middle, you cast there, you cast there, and then you walk down 10 steps, and then you fan cast 5 times again. Cover ground, it's so important. Make sure you're observant. If you do see birds picking, like Pat did, that's the time that you want to get down there and throw something to match the hatch. Presumably they are on some kind of bait fish. That's when that lucky craft is super, super effective. All right, what can I tell you? There's so much going on, and it's so great to spend time with you all, especially during the holiday season when my heart is full of gratitude for all you do for Friedman Adventures, because without you, there is no Friedman Adventures. We've got some outtakes coming up at the end, so stay tuned. You'll get to see Brian Piper losing his mind over a huge school of fish that show up on the sonar. Do they bite? We'll find out. Just stay tuned. And then we'll see you on Saturday. 2 spots left on our lobster hoop netting trip. And by the way, speaking of that lobster hoop netting trip, it leaves at 12 noon on Monday, comes back that same night at midnight, $250. Send me a text ASAP if you want to go. 657-227-6459. Last night we had Lobster Chronicles live from 22nd Street Landing in San Pedro with my dear friend Rene De Leon. Of course, the dog was there, Chuck Zimmer. Michael Limone's going to be on the lobster trip with Dan Lightfoot. It's going to be so much fun. But we'll be coming to you with a special live edition of Lobster Chronicles Monday as we're pulling our hoop nets, our Promar hoop nets from the sea. You'll be able to see it. You'll be able to see Paulina. You'll be able to experience what it's like live. We're going to hook up our satellite transmission and bring it to you on Monday. All right, my friends, gosh, it is so beautiful. It is just another gorgeous day here in Southern California. I can't believe how blessed we are. I can't believe how blessed I am to have all of you around us. Hey, unwrapped toy or a clothing item, new, we're pushing for some great Christmas or Dia de Reyes, Feast of the Epiphany gifts in Mexico. There's also a few churches here in Southern California that we'd like to take care of. Bring an unwrapped toy for a boy or a girl up to 16 years of age, and we'll make sure it gets into some really good hands. You can bring that on Saturday to our Fan Appreciation Day. Take care. Have a great one, and I hope to see you Saturday. If not, I hope to see you somewhere else really, really soon.
You want one or not? What? Trying to carry on all that stuff. You turn your back on it.
Well, I would gain weight. I need to gain weight.
No, you need to lose weight.
I lost the weight.
Stop that. Get that. Look at that hole.
All different colors. And you can't believe it from Phil Friedman's Fishing Adventures. Red, brown, link, giant, link, and he's on.
Water jumped up 2 degrees, almost 74 degrees now. Wahoo associated with it. I'll let you know when to go in. Do not go in yet. Going in the water? Oh, they're getting together right here. Oh, what was that? Marlin? School's back up too. What is all that? Bunch of Dorado? Some of those were 200 plus, dude. Couple of those boils. Throw it steady, slide the bait back. Go, 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 get a line in the water.
Damn. Is that solid fish?
Solid fish.
Wow. Jag of fish, Brian. Now we just need it to
Pretty
cooperate
incredible.
and bite, huh?
Correct. Go, go, go. Get a line in the water, keep that bait steady. Shit, get some boils. Come on.
What was that, Brian?
That was a tuna, big boil. Oh, big boil. Here we go. Nice fish again, down swell. In the corner. They're getting closer.
Right there, Brian. Big boil.
Oh yeah, that one.
Outside of that sea
Yeah,
line.
yeah, yeah. Right in the corner!
Yeah!
Change your baits, guys, if you're not. Make sure your baits are swimming. Not in a tangle, we're tangled. Phil! Guys, this stuff's on us, 60 to 180.
What do we got,
Keep that
Brian?
bait steady.
Oh, jeez almighty!
Look at this.
Come on, bite, you.
This stuff is on us. Keep it steady, guys. Wind up, restart. Wind up, restart. Let's go. Sinker rigs, maybe small jigs. Try it all. 60 to 180.
Jeez almighty. Unfreaking believable.
Holy shit! Dude, go look at the meter. Oh, boil up swell! Come on.